What is going on, everybody? I am the FDGURU, bringing to you guys an MLB Friday edition of my DFS podcast. I am doing a free Guru credit code in this video. I'll give it to you after the first couple of my plays. Drop a like on this video and subscribe. And as always, I do appreciate it. We have a bunch of games on the main slate tonight. A few early games. I usually play the early only slate on my dub club, but today there are two weather games that are a problem out of all of them, and they're both on the early slate of the three games. So I'm not going to play that early slate anytime we only have a few games on a slate and, two of them are going to have weather issues. It's just not worth it. But I will be playing after hours on Dub Club. If you missed my tweet yesterday, up through the weekend, I have a free month of Dub Club that you can take advantage of. I'll put the link below the video. You can go on my Dub Club and just type in the code free30 for 30 days. But the link's, going to be below this video, and it's on my Twitter as well. So sign up on that. Enjoy that for a month. You'll get all non-main slates for MLB that I do, which is basically every non-main slate because I play almost every slate for baseball. We haven't been great as of late. This week's been pretty rough, honestly. But this happens. This is the first, cold spell of the MLB season. It happens, to the best of them. Hoping for a nice Friday, though, getting into the weekend here. We have some great value plays on this slate, some really good hitting spots, and a very easy value pitcher, which we'll talk about. Going to be chalky, but we're going to go with Robbie Ray. It's going to be a hard thing to get away from him tonight. 8,400 at home against the Rockies, projected for 39.5 fantasy points. The only guy projected for more than him tonight is Tarek Skubal against the Angels. He's projected for 41.5 fantasy points. So Robbie Ray is projected for only 2 less fantasy points than Skubal, and he's an entire $2,200 cheaper. So he's by far the best value play. If you want to be contrarian, kind of get off of that ownership, because Robbie Ray is going to be, in my opinion, in cash games tonight, 80% owned. If he was towards 90%, I wouldn't be shocked. He's just by far the best play. The Giants are minus 270. Verlander's been kind of struggling for the Giants this year. We saw him pitch well yesterday. Anytime a pitcher's not pitching well, a matchup against the Rockies is a recipe for success. Give me Ray as, I think, the biggest favorite on the slate. Is anyone higher than 270? We have the Astros at 240 against the White Sox. That's not shocking. And then we have the Yankees at 230 against the Rays. So yeah, the Giants are the biggest favorite on the slate. Robbie Ray is by far the best pitcher. If you wanted to spend up on Skubal, go for it. Skubal has a, huge upside, obviously. I think the only other guy you can consider for a value play is Framber Valdez. He's $800 more, and he's projected for almost the same amount of fantasy points. So his ownership difference might be worth rostering tonight. He's had a bit of a tough start to the year. Good start last time out, 8 innings against the Royals. Like I said, the Astros are minus 240 against the White Sox. Couldn't have a better matchup. So Valdez is a guy you're going to want to look at as well, but he's not as good of a play as Robbie Ray. For the infield plays, since we're going 8,400 at Robbie Ray, we're going to be able to spend up on some awesome bats. But the first guy's a cheapie. I think Willy Adames is a great play tonight at 2,600. This Giants team, for the bats, not only Robbie Ray, but for the bats, one of the best value teams on the slate. Like I said, minus 270, 8 over under. They're expected to score some runs. Senzatella of the Rockies is on the mound tonight. 1-4 record, 5.2 ERA. Adames batting second or third tonight. He's just too cheap. These Giants are all way too cheap for the matchup that they have tonight. Really, really like Adames if you need some salary relief. I like him at 2,600. He's had a tough start to the year. 2 hits last night, though. He's 4 for his last 10, and he has 2 walks. So he's gotten on base in 6 out of his last 12 at-bats. So, he's maybe getting something going. We all know how good he was with the Brewers. This is one of the biggest off-season signings in the entire MLB. I'm a Willy Adames fan. I think he's going to get going sooner than later. And why not in a great matchup at home against the Rockies? Second value play, we're going to have to use up a utility spot if we want Adames, but I love Bobby Witt Jr. He's projected for the third most fantasy points tonight behind Judge and Ohtani. 3,600 is too cheap for Bobby Witt, especially with a great matchup. I mean, he should always be 4K or more. He's in that tier of Aaron Judge and Ohtani because he can hit homers and steal bases. I think he extended his hitting streak. Yeah, 22 games with a homer yesterday. This guy is locked in. So, I mean, 3,600. I don't know what FanDuel's thinking. Yeah, guys on a 22 game hitting streak. Well, let's price him below 4K in a great matchup against the Orioles in Dean Kremer. Dean Kremer has a 7 ERA to start this year, and he's just never been good. 9.5 over under. Give me all the Bobby Witt. This price is just criminal. It's insulting. If Bobby Witt went on FanDuel today and saw this, he should take a ton of offense to this because he's a 4K player. He has been for the last 2 years. We're going to take advantage of this salary at 3,600. For my Guru credit code, go to my website. You can also get the free Dub Club link on my website. I put it on the top banner here. Just click on it. It'll bring you right there. But go to my shop page. 15 free credits for all you guys today. It is Friday. In a good mood. Not because we've been cashing, though. My lineups have been absolute trash this week. But we're going to get things going today. So use these credits on a lineup, and hopefully you do something great. It's the date, May 2, MLB 25 for the year, all caps, May 2, MLB 25. Hit apply coupon, it'll say coupon successfully applied. And again, hopefully you can cash in on something. The other thing I meant to mention, I noticed this morning when I woke up, we have one NBA game tonight, the Rockets and Warriors, and now the single game slates on FanDuel look so much better. They copied DraftKings, which is what they should do. They have one MVP spot like DraftKings where you have to spend more money for that guy, and then 5 utility guys. It used to just be 5 total guys. Now it's 6, and there's no all-star or pro. It's just an MVP and 5 utility guys. This is going to shake things up in the single game. I hope that they keep it for the NFL season. It will make things extremely interesting. I'm actually excited for the NBA single game slate tonight. Usually it's really boring, but with one extra guy in your lineups, it's just going to take away the possibility of people having the same lineup. So I love that. Excited for that tonight as well. But for the outfield value plays, I think you got to find a way to just get Judge and Ohtani. I'm going to go with Ohtani tonight, though, because he's $300 cheaper. Good matchup against Grant Holmes of the Braves, lefty-righty matchup. He has 15-plus fantasy points in his last 5 games. 4 of those 5 games, he has a stolen base. This guy does everything. I mean, Aaron Judge is the best player in baseball right now, and it's not close, but Ohtani's right there, too. This guy does it all. Hits homers. Steals bases, hits for average. This guy's the best. Love him. 4,500. The Dodgers are minus 178 on the road against the Braves tonight. 9 over under. Give me all the Ohtani. Most likely 5 at bats for him. He gets 5 at bats more often than not because the Dodgers lineup is just so good. They cycle right through it. But Ohtani's the best play in my opinion tonight. And then Judge is right there, but we'll keep Judge out of it. He should be a priority if you can spend up there. With Robbie Ray in the lineup, it shouldn't be a problem. For value, though, Yordan Alvarez. I mean, I know he hasn't had the best start to the season, but $3,200 for Yordan Alvarez? Give me all of the Yordan tonight. Lefty-righty matchup against Jonathan Cannon of the White Sox. 4.5 ERA. It's only a 7.5 over-under, but that's because Valdez is on the mound and because the White Sox stink at hitting. Astros are still minus 240, so they're expected to score a majority of those 7.5 runs that Vegas is predicting. Give me Alvarez. I don't know how much Altuve is, but 3,100 for Altuve. I mean, I said the Giants are a great value stack tonight because they're so cheap. The Astros are right there. They're all very cheap. Alvarez looks like one of the best value outfielders on the board tonight. We're going to be able to make some really, really solid lineups on tonight's slate. I'm looking forward to it. But that'll do it for these picks. Again, give the video a like, subscribe, get on my dub club, put in that Guru credit code. Let's have a great Friday night going into the weekend. Till next time, I am the FD Guru. Peace.